Well, howdy guys, thanks for tuning on back in. I'm ImperialJedi. This is the 18th episode. I can't even believe that. We're like motoring through these. And yeah, it's Imperius Ravenna, and holy goodness, what a beautiful looking city we got here. And honestly, this is like one of my somehow like favorite intersections, and there's almost like nothing to it. Just the timing of these lights is just so, I don't know what it is. I love watching this. It's like just enough traffic builds, and you're just like, oh, come on, change. And it does, and it just, I don't know, it just flows so nicely. Watch this on 3-speed just for a minute or two. See if I'm... Look at that. It's a very high volume interchange, but no one's really waiting too long. Like, I really enjoy it. And then, like, if you look over here, just in the distance, too, just up here, like, traffic doesn't get, you know, bogged down there or anything, so... Like, oh, look at that. That is just so lovely. Okay. On to more important things. Okay, so I do want to get quite a bit done this episode. It may not all get done in one episode. I'll kind of outline... just like the direction that we're kind of moving right now. So we did unlock a tile to purchase in our previous little city milestone. So you can kind of see this is where we're at right now. So we got 4 tiles total. We're going to eventually get up to 9. We had some suggestion to buy this one right here, which of course would make perfect sense because there's like a big old open field. But I've got kind of like a little bit of a mission in mind for us right now. You can kind of see like my little favorite road here. It's not that it's like backed up with traffic or anything. It's just like if we grow the city a little bit more, I can kind of see this maybe becoming a bit of a bottleneck, or like any of the roads that this kind of spills into, it might start to become kind of bottlenecky. So what I'd like to do is maybe get some of these guys going just to the highway, because I think maybe some of them are trying to do that, but just through like a longer, crazier route or whatever. So what I want to do is I'd like to buy this tile here. Actually, let me orient the city like this, 'cause that's a little bit more familiar for us. So I want to buy this tile here. Bring in our little traffic. Oh wait, my goodness, we have 2 tiles I can buy. Even more perfect. Okay, so I wanted to buy these 2 here, just so we can kind of bring that interchange over like we wanted to, which is perfect. Awesome. That's actually going to be a little bit trickier to do with just the 1 tile. And then this now gives us 6 tiles total. And I'd like to buy this one down here, which will be tile number 7. We'll buy this one right here, which will be tile number 8. And then instead of buying this one, maybe we can buy that one, just so we can get a little bit more, you know, out of this interchange and everything, maybe that area. And then just for, you know, for this neck of the woods, I do want to start opening up our, you know, our shipping lanes, start bringing in some like, you know, like harbory kind of stuff and feels. The only thing is, we just have the 1 type of harbor unlocked, and I would like to make use of some of the trains. So maybe on this side we could put, say, like this one right here type thing, and you know, over here we can maybe bring the rail in, so we have the other type over there. So that can just be, you know, placeholder right now. And you guys probably noticed I moved the water intake little pumps out of the way here. And that was just based on a little bit of feedback, because it did look a little bit silly to have the water kind of flow in the opposite direction. You can see it's almost kind of balanced itself out, so we'll keep that like it is. I do agree with you guys, it did look a little bit odd. Okay, so we'll just drop in some power lines if they want to cooperate. Which is... likely that they don't. What is going on here? I can't seem to get any of these snapping points. There we go. Okay, so I think people are actually going to use that. So let's just do a little bit of just like the littlest amount of zoning right here, just to get some traffic and stuff too. But that'll be kind of cool. Let's start getting some boats. Okay, yeah, so direction of the city. Let's just kind of go over that really quickly, just so we're all on the same page, and then we'll start doing some intersection construction, like highway interchange construction, and then hopefully get some people in here. Okay, so we do want to convert this area here into our, you know, our industry, our port area, that kind of stuff, and that'll free up a lot of this space here. So this will be converted more to office space. We're going to keep our cargo little link here with some factories just for some production and, you know, moving of goods and stuff. But otherwise, most of our industry is going to eventually be over here. In terms of our unlocks, our next unlock, you can see this is the one we just did. Next one we get is the cargo hub, so we can start bringing in the trains, which is what we're after. And finally, our nuclear power plant, which is going to go over here too. And then after that, we get our airports. So that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, that's the general direction that we're going in. We obviously need like a lot of people. So we're gonna just basically populate this whole, this whole area here. And let's make ourselves kind of like a really interesting interchange. So what I want to do is have, this kind of continue like that. And this will link up over here. And I want to have a new high-speed expressway come in as highway road and then make like an oversized interchange here. So it's going to be a little bit more just kind of road lane and that kind of stuff. And like my feelings are not hurt, guys, if this is totally not your thing. Like I totally get that. Like whenever we kind of talk about these like transit episodes and stuff, it's like it's so mixed through the board. Like half of you just love watching these things. The other half of you are like, oh my gosh, this is so incredibly boring. So I mean, I totally get it. Like, it's like, I would say potato, one of those, but it's like, you either love it or you hate it. So I personally enjoy doing this. So it's kind of why I do it. But again, my feelings are not hurt if you don't like really like these episodes or they're not really, your favorite style. Okay, so it would be nice to just kind of keep this low speed, maybe keep it as like an in-town expressway kind of feeling. So we won't have too many intersections. We are going to have a few of those little roundabout kind of things we keep on using. Let's just bring these in. So that'll be like nothing new basically. So like we'll have, let's just put one down now, just so we have it for placeholder reference. Yeah, so that'll go like that. And I'm going to try and do the same spacing, so that's 4 units in between them. And let's change our directions. And this is just, to feed this part of the city, basically. And we'll link up this interchange first to the highway, or this set of roads, because it'll be super easy. So let's just do that first. And the more complicated one will be that. And just because, because we've done this kind of stuff often, I'm going to make it a little bit of a, maybe a bit of a faster pace. Okay, so in order for our trams to, actually, are we going to go? No, we won't go any further. So in order for our trams to get out of here, I'm going to have one more of these little, can't make it too angled, intersections with Roundabout. And then we'll stop the trams basically here. And then we're going to switch over to just road and then make our actual interchange. And this should hopefully be far enough away that it won't really cause like a traffic headache. And you can see it's like not really per se a roundabout. I guess that, does that even work? It kind of does, right? There's the slightest amount of curvature, so I'm going to keep that the way it is. Yeah, let's do it. And then, yeah, from here, this will be just road only. And like, most things in the city, it's definitely a lot of trial and error. So if we don't really end up with, liking what we got, then it's no problem to fix it. Or change it to something different. Okay, so let's do, you'll kind of see what I'm up to right here. I want that to aim in the right direction. So I gotta get the pillars to line up, but that's that right there. And then with this, I'm gonna have this come down to ground level, and then we'll have these two roads kind of sneak into it. Kind of make like a cool little Y-shaped thingy. That's kind of nice, right? Just like a cool way to break traffic. And I think what we're gonna do is make that a little bit longer, just so it looks a little bit cleaner. A little bit smoother, not as steep of a drop, basically. I can go further. Let's go the full way here. Yeah, that's nicer. Okie dokie. Oh, and I've just realized I've botched because of the, well, no, actually not really, because we can keep that like that, right? Okay, well let me redo this so it looks even. No taking lazy approaches here. Okay, so now we can curve these again, and it's not really a curve, it's a very loose term there. A gentle little curve though, just to help the tracks and everything just the slightest amount. Because we will have a lot of trams just making their U-turns here to go back into, back into the city. Okay, so that's that. And that's the steepness, you know, not as steep. So that looks a lot better, I think. And then I think what we'll do is just have our on and off and kind of come right into these and just make this into a just kind of like a big red light. And just to maybe help a bit with traffic, we'll have that one go before the light we're about to create. I'll just go like that. And because we're going to get a lot of buildings in through here eventually, I'm going to make that a bit more compact. Okay, so the idea though is basically this. Nice. And then, yeah, traffic coming in. We could, I mean, we don't have to have it stop at a light. We could also have it merge with the one-way. So I was going to do this and then just, yeah, create the traffic light. But that just makes, I think, a little bit, I don't know, it gets rid of a little bit too much of that curb. So instead we could do that. Or try and come in at the same kind of angle as that one, right? Yeah, something like this even. Okay. There we go. That's going places. And I think we would have a like a waterfront kind of road coming through here, kind of like a waterfront parkway or whatever. So why don't we put the makings of that in right now, and then we have something to kind of connect to. Oh, that's really nice, that little bridge thing there. It's very charming. Okay, so yeah, that'll just, you know, go along like that. That's really cool. That we can just figure out later on. This will connect right into here. And by that, I mean, hopefully, you know what would be really neat is if we got a roundabout on this side. Yeah, why, you know, why not, right? I think what we'd end up having to do, so let's put this down first, and then we can redo our waterfront parkway afterwards. Because I think the roundabout, just in terms of getting it symmetrical, that'll be the hardest part. And it'll be easier if we do the roundabout first and then line everything else up with that, instead of trying to line the roundabout up with everything else. If that made any sense. So I'm gonna go 5 by 5, which is a, you know, pretty good size roundabout. A little bit on the bigger size, but I think we're okay. Okay, that's a good size. And then now it's just a matter of reconnecting these from our snap points. And then, you know, just a little friendly tip, if you want to keep your roundabout the shape of it, just go like that. Just kind of keep, you know, that like that type thing. And you can use this really on any roundabout. And then now when we draw our road or whatever coming in, like, we won't distort it. It's more so, it's better if you're doing it with like these kind of things. It's kind of sometimes tricky, especially for this size, to get one of these roads in, but I think we'll just kind of go like that. And then what we could even do, just to make this look even more fun, is bring that down like this. Have that, yep, go like that. And have that one go in like that, because you can see how now it just like preserves the shape, right? So we get rid of those. And that's a little bit of a bump. That little curvy bit right there. I think we'll keep it though, because that is kind of nifty. And that just makes the traffic flow a little bit faster. And we could, you know, we could do the same thing over here. I don't know if the, yeah, actually, no, why don't we? So why don't we come in, I guess we're at a bit of a different angle than before, that's okay though. Quite like that. And we'd be doing essentially the same thing, so we're just squashing that down by the littlest amount. That would get upgraded to our intake like that, and then this one would just go kind of over like that. But I just don't know if we're going to be able to to really get this to work. Oh, I take it back. I take it back. Look at how great that looks. Okay. And as a bonus, it didn't really distort everything. Ideally, we'd be on flat ground for this to look like it's, you know, its best, but I think that's okay. And all we need now is just room for one of the highway connections to come in. We can have that link in over here. And we can have the other one, say, leave from like over here, just to kind of break traffic a little bit. So hopefully that won't distort our roundabout. Beautiful. I think we have enough anchor points that it wasn't going to. That should be pretty fast in terms of our flow through. And it does, I mean, it kind of lines up. I'm actually going to try that one more time. So let's go like this. And then just go like that. I think that might be a better approach. Okay. And then, yeah, the other option is we have this one come up and then go as a bridge or as a tunnel. Or we have it leave from you know, intersection up here type thing, right? I'm curious to see what this would look like. So let me just try that really quickly. No, this is getting too a little bit too silly. So I can just do that. And then just for a little bit more speediness. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Very cool. Okay, so let's just leave that as it is. Our little waterfront parkway is kind of coming together. And it's interesting the way these kind of left. Like, they don't really look like they're kind of part of the same. But I mean, I guess in terms of the flow, though, for like the traffic lanes, that should still kind of work, right? Yeah, I'm not going to change that. I think that's kind of neat. Okay, so that's this part connected. Let's now do really quickly our little expressway thing right here. And I mean, this should look just honestly like awesome when it's all said and done. Okay, so let's go inbound like this. And I'm just trying to visualize our game plan here. But I think what we're going to do is have like a roundabout or a break, or no, you know what we're going to do instead? I know, I see it. I'd like the 6-lane road to continue along, just so we have like a nice like kind of 6-lane corridor. And as a bonus, it'll just be a support road for our little in-town expressway right here, just in case that does kind of start getting a little bit backed up. Okay, so let's go up and over like that. And let's not go actually that far as a bridge. That seems a little crazy. And can we get another one of these in through here? Are the pillars going to allow it? I don't think so. Okay, so let's try our hands at getting these pillars to kind of cooperate a little bit better with us. We may have to make a little bit of a wider stance in our highway over here. Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah, it's just a little bit off, but that's okay. All right, so new plan of attack would be to have the pillar a little bit closer. We'll have the roads come in at a bit of a different stance, like I was saying. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I'll kind of show you. Just want this as close as possible now. Cool. There we go. Probably gonna make bridges or something out of that. I'm just putting these down just for the sake of holding their spot. And actually, yeah, let's bridge this. So let's get rid of that, and that. I have this side as a 3, that side as a 4, and that looks terrible. That looks better. And we'll do both sides of the 4. and that's not lined up. Okay. That would make more sense, I think, like that. Yeah. I think it would. And then that can just be on and off. Alright. Alright, we're going places. Definitely going places. Okay, so I would probably have a break in traffic. And we'd have, like, say, an exit lane go in. Say in over here. And then we'd have our other lanes of traffic maybe come as a bridge or something. And so this can be a way in and a way. Oh, that's going to be really cool. Okay. Okay. Can you pull this off? That's going to be the million-dollar question here. And I think you guys are going to see what I'm up to. It's going to be kind of a weird work in progress. Like I'm going to change a few things type thing. Okay, so that's really close. Good to note. So that would be like... Oh, I see. Okay. There. Just a little bit more room to work with. No, are you kidding me? Can't eyeball worth a darn. I needed one extra tile there. Oops, I also did not want that. There we go. Oh, is it still... Okay, I guess the pillars is going to be there regardless of the... Yeah, so he just gave us a double pillar. Maybe I can get rid of that again by doing... Nope. Sort of. I don't know why that height's better, but I love it. And darn it, what are you doing to me? This game is playing games with my heart right here. I honestly, I don't know why that's happening that way. There we go. A slight curve upward. Okay, so back to this. I know it's actually taking a little bit more time than I thought it would. Here I am saying we're gonna have a fast little bit of interchange building and then some house building, but as most things, there's never as easy as they initially seem to be. So that would come in like that, okay. And that would link up with this. And it's a shame we can't get like that angle going. Oh, we can, okay. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It's your way like that. And then I wanted, like, this is where it's gonna get a little bit complicated, but I wanted something to kind of come in like here. So we have that. We'd have this. And those two would now curve. Just so that looks a little bit cleaner. Most definitely. Maybe even just like open up into that. Just get the extra lane ready ahead of time. Even though we lose a bit of speed. Okay, so that is perfect. So if you're now coming inbound, that's your way, you know, onto our little highway expressway. If you're coming from this way, you're gonna basically make a break just off of this, and that'll just do a quick little link up with this thing. And we'll be wary of where the pillar is. I think we maybe can do it before. I don't think so, so let's do it. No, I guess we can't do it on that side either. I swear these pillars are gonna be the death of me. No, that's not quite what we're after. Too tight. Whenever possible, you know, just going for like just nice, clean looking curves and stuff. So I don't mind doing this a few extra times since, you know, I think you guys kind of know my thought process on these types of episodes anyway. I think it's worth the extra little bit of effort. Especially since, like, you know, interchanges like this, like, they're going to be part of, like, the city forever. And they're going to be, like, you know, hard to kind of miss. And so some of the angles are, like, just crazy messed up. It does, like, you'll forever regret it type feeling. Okay, so if you're coming in, it's your way to switch over to here. And if you're coming from this way, it's your way to switch over. The only thing we need now is a way from here over to there. And so I think we would probably do that, you know, in this little bit of space we got right here to bring another tunnel just, you know, down right through here. In fact, I think that's a perfect spot for it. And then we'd maybe even come through the middle. Ooh. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, don't tell me there's not enough room. Yeah, there it is. Now that's really, really, really steep. I want to see if we can maybe make that look a little bit different. Maybe even from like up here, just like have the other lane kind of go like that. I don't think we have enough room though. No, just barely. What happens if we move this? Okay, so that's that one. Cool. And there's a chance this will just fit right away. I didn't think that would be the case. What we probably have to do is have them sneak in order. So we'll have that one next, and then we'll come in with that one. Nope. Nope, not gonna happen like that, so we'll just have that go down a bit further. There we go. Okay, so that one will be like an actual true, like they'll use the, oh, there's no traffic light. Oh, okay. So this could potentially prove to be a bit of a, a bit of a headache in terms of the flow of traffic. So I'm gonna do this just to get incoming cars to go that way, and then hopefully cars that are, you know, turning will use that, right? So you'll want to turn in front of as many people. You won't have as many people using the intersection, I should say. That's probably a better way to kind of word that. And like even in a perfect world, we would do, yeah, let's make this like a clover, partial clover leaf. Let's just make that happen here. Okay, so that's your way like that. And this would, oh, perfect, just go like that. Yeah, why not? Why not, why not, why not? Okay, I think that's gonna solve our traffic dilemma. And if not, it'll be really cool to at least see this thing in full action. And okay, so just over here, this one will be a lot simpler. So what we're gonna have is a way like this. In fact, I think I'm actually just gonna do that. That's very simple, but very beautiful. Excellent. And then I don't think we're gonna have a way to go from here inward, just because I'd rather you use this and, you know, like that kind of way, right? We will, however, have a break in traffic through here. Let me just move this. Musical chairs with our favorite friend. How many times have we moved that thing now, right? Okay. Just a little bit of a issue here with the curve, so let's pause that, because I think we just mixed up a tram line. And, I mean, it's better. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but close enough. Reconnect that. Just don't want to cause any long-term trouble here, right? Empty Okay, so we got our way in like this, and we just have to have the other way connecting to go into the city that way. And that will just go like this, and we'll go underground, and we'll just connect with this one. There. Very cool, extraordinarily awesome and oversized and just like crazy awesome. But that, my friends, is an interchange. Okay, so let's connect this over here. And unfortunately, this it kind of took up all the time of the episode, which I was hoping that it wouldn't do. But at the same time, you know, I mean, these things happen. And like I was saying, it's kind of like, you know, it's a bit of a split in the board, right? Like a lot of you really enjoy watching this stuff. Some of you are just like, this is not for me. So for those of you who maybe kind of skip through the episode a little bit faster or whatever, that's totally fine, right? Like you didn't really miss too much. And that way, just, you know, in the next episode, we can kind of just go straight to building. So that's fine by me. I'm going to have, just for the sake of the roads, just because I can't really fit the other one, I'm going to have them like that. And I'm going to have the other side like this, just kind of link up, just so that lane doesn't look too silly. Okay, so let's come straight through like this. You can see the city, it's starting to work itself out in terms of the death wave. Our population was, I think, around 27 or 28,000 when we started the episode. So it's like, in that sense, you know, I'm happy to see our population rise. So we're not totally wasting our time here. And I honestly, I really do have fun making these. And it's cool getting like your input and suggestions and like that kind of stuff when, you know, it's all said and done and everything. And then, you know, a lot of you, you know, you tell me that this does actually help you and inspire you. So that makes me happy to hear. Okay, so let's go like this and then just go like that. And that makes things look a little bit nicer. Cool. And now we just need this one to kind of come, we'll make it go underneath actually. So we don't run out of room here. And ideally we'll have it connect with the bridge. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Hopefully get to watch some people use it. So I mean, it's a little bit oversized, a little bit fun, I think. That's cool. Oh, good, people are using this the way that it should be. Okay, good. So I mean, for me, it's like, you know, I want it to look good. I want it to be functional. I want to save, like, you know, I don't want to create traffic. I want to just make traffic a little bit more manageable. And I think we managed to do that. Like, this is a really neat little area. And you can see we got a lot of the framework ready for our new residential zone over here. This will be a really cool kind of waterfront business district. And yeah, honestly, I'm excited to kind of build around this. We'll keep it a little bit smaller scale in terms of the density. Like, we'll save our taller skyscrapers and stuff for just kind of this area still. And yeah, but nothing's stopping us, though, from having like a few just kind of commercial hubs and whatnot. All right, guys. Well, great to be back. I know it's been a couple of days since the last episode, and unfortunately, these things, they do happen. I do get a little sidetracked in real life, and just, you know, just, yeah, it's a part of life, right? But I do try to get these out as often as possible. So hopefully the next one won't take too long. And I'm definitely looking forward to the feedback. I really am looking, yeah, curious to see what you guys think of all this. And I mean, it's cool. Not too many people are using it just yet, but we are seeing some action here. And so far, I mean, it looks like, yeah, we're just kind of diverting some people, so we're saving some traffic in town, so I like it. All right, guys, all the best. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for being wonderful. All right, guys, take care of yourselves.